Riverside City, gonna set my soul on fire. Welcome to Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world and home to the running rebels of UNLV. This game could have a huge impact on the trajectory of both teams' seasons as each are trying to break into the top 25. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the Utah Utes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UNLV Rebels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Utes will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense set on first down. He'll put the tight end in motion. Trying to get the edge on the jet sweep. Discards a man.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires one high and deep. Makes the grab on the right. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, UNLV. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. He's no stranger to the end zone. His 50th career touchdown grab.
Doesn't matter who's calling plays. Doesn't matter who the quarterback is. You throw this guy's direction if you want to win games. He is a difference maker. He's one of the...
Oh, they blocked the extra point. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. They got the touchdown. PAT was blocked, and now they'll kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wilson to pass. Got his man quickly. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
Got a man. It's Mitchell. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Crosby just plowing down the field. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Utes are on the move. Running back searching for a hole. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. The RPO, it's complete. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
He's going to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Beasley. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Beasley. And the catch was one thing and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The Rebels in the hurry up.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
He's looking to throw it. It's complete. Open space at the 25. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Rebels get it past the sticks.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases.
The extra point is blocked. He's got it, and he can go with it. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. He's back to throw on second down. The quick out. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah! One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Beasley. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
Got his man on the right. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the run.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. A strike downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Rebels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. On second down, just keeps firing. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
So the offense gets a little bit closer to the goal line after the penalty. They're not just close enough to smell it. It is overwhelming their olfactory sensors. They are touchdown. Quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line.
Well, you tried on first and second, and you couldn't pay it off, so let's not overthink it. Let's just go quarterback sneak. Let's just let our guy get low, pick the side he wants to run to, drive his legs, and for the touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the offense on first down. The give to the back. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Finds a man on the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking to move it through the air. He uncorks one deep. And the pass hits, picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah. Quarterback, you gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. At midfield, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He wants to throw it again. He makes the connection. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, UNLV! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Man, that is so good. There's not a lot of room to work.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And this one is good, and it's been anything but easy for him. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Southern Miss is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kennesaw State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the 2nd half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last 1st down gets them a little bit of confidence.
The give to the tailback. At the 45 on its way. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down. He's going to pass. That's caught. It's Andrews. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. They'll throw it on 1st down. Right down the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. Defense dropping into soft coverage. That's reeled in. It's Williams. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide out in motion. Wants to throw on 2nd down. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Utes!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. He's looking to throw it. He lofts one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now. You expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Still on his feet at the 45. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. And the Utes will hustle to the line. On second down, he's looking downfield. Quickly complete. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Trying to punch it in. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. And the D deny them on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Touchdown, Utah! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's got an open man. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Ball in the air. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Utes! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
A run for the quarterback. He gets in there for the two-point conversion and pushes the lead to 3. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Now improvising. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Quick strike complete.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Touchdown, Utah! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Northwestern was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Darnell Autry and company delivered in that magical 10-win season of 1995. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Going up top on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. That was not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know. You're asking for an interception.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get 1st downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up 1st downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
Give to the back. Finally stopped at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 6.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Good timing on the quick out. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Now on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Utes! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They made sure that good field position paid off going 45 yards. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
He wants to throw here on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Beasley. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry up. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Throws to the tight end. And it's his fourth interception of the game.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Leaves it with the running back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll give it to the back. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
They want that clock to run. Discards him with the stiff arm. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
He leaves it with the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
From the gun, the ground game. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Utes want to pick up the tempo. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. 3rd and goal, where the strong come through. From the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure. Touchdown, Utah! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
With that last touch.
And it's blocked. Now he can return this.
I don't care about plays. I don't care about yards. All I care about, did they get points? Could I bow my neck up when it mattered most? And how about the defense forcing the turnover? Doesn't matter that they gave up yards. Doesn't matter that they ran a bunch of plays. All that matters is they bowed up, found a way to turn the football over and get it back to their offense.
UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to move it through the air. Dances away from the heat. Makes a connection. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And big pass plays like that are the product of an offensive line doing a great job in pass protection. That quarterback cannot read the coverage and get the football out of his hands to the open receiver unless he has time. So give this offensive line tons of credit up front for communicating and not giving up any ground. They are being so physical.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Got room at the 35. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Comes out throwing on first down. got his man downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
There's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels. Weigh the analytics here, and you go for 2. Let's go. They move the tight end all over. The play-action fake. The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
On the run, it's Mitchell. At the 45, on his way. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. The Utes moving quickly to the line. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be